that which was from the beginning, which we've heard, which we've seen with our eyes, which we have looked upon, and our hands have handled of the word of life. Word Out, a young people's church of the Men of Issachar Vision Incorporated, brings you God's word. Be blessed as you listen.
Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. We will all read together. We'll read it twice. We read the first one, you pause, then we read it again. The second time, I want you to read it louder. The first time, I know some of you might still be trying to understand what the verse is saying. But the second time, make it very, 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 very loud. 1, 2, go.
Wisdom and knowledge will be stability of the times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Are we ready now?
Yes, sir.
You know what is there. So let's do it together. Isaiah chapter 3 verse 6. 1, 2, go.
Wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of your time, and the strength of your salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Lord, we ask that you will send your word into our hearts. Spirit of the living God, remain our help. For we pray in Jesus' name. Please have your seat. This month we've been talking about wisdom to survive these difficult times. Surviving difficult times by wisdom. And last week we looked at number 1, the wisdom of thanksgiving. If you were not around, if you have not heard it, even if you were here, go and listen to that message again, so that you will cultivate an attitude, a culture, and discipline of thanksgiving. That is number 1 wisdom to survive difficult times. Number 2 wisdom is growth. Somebody say growth. Growth. You see, a growing life is an overcoming life. A growing life is an overcoming life. Psalm 119 verse 98, it talked about by your wisdom, by your wisdom, by your wisdom, I overcame my enemies. By your wisdom, I have victories over my enemies. By your wisdom, what gives you victory is wisdom. When you are wiser than your enemies, you have more victory than them. You are able to conquer them. When you are wiser, wisdom. Wisdom. And one of the greatest enemy anybody will have is difficulty times. Times of difficulty. Difficult times. When things are not going as expected. Because there are opposition. Difficult times. And we established last week, we said it can be economical, it can be national like the whole nation is facing. But there are personal ones in your academic, in your relationship, in your marriage, in your friendship, in your sibling relationship, in your relationship with your parents, in your career, in your business. There are times of difficulty. But with wisdom, you can have victory. And number 2 wisdom which we are telling ourselves is growth. So tell the person beside you, grow. Say it louder, grow. Now tell the person, whisper to the person, a growing life is an overcoming life. So you want to overcome this time of difficulty? Grow. Preach to that person. You want to overcome this time of difficulty? Grow. Now preach to yourself. I want to overcome this time of difficulty. I should grow. It is growth. Difficulties occur to stop you from getting to where you are going. Difficulties occur to distract you from facing where you are going. You see, when difficulties come at time, you forget what you have set out to do. You forget all your plans. When nations come across difficulty, the president and the ruling party, they will forget what their manifesto. All they are trying to do is to solve the immediate problem. George Bush Jr. got to presidency in the United States of America in the year 2001. And September 11, 2001, there was an attack, a terrorist attack. All the things he campaigned with, he threw them aside. He had only one manifesto now, to defeat the axis of evil. To defeat the axis of evil. Al-Qaeda must be terminated. That became his only manifesto. Every other thing he promised in election, he forgot it. When difficulty comes, it distracts you. It makes you forget what you set out to do in the first place. You face it, you have a new agenda. So you realize that people have purposes in life, they have destiny they want to achieve, but they are not going after it because difficulties have come their way. You need to learn how to handle those difficulties. Else, you will live life without anything achieved. All you are trying to do is to survive from one thing to the other. And you will never stop trying to survive one thing or the other. They come in series. At times, they come in parallel. They will keep coming. They will keep coming. At times, they come as one. At times, 7 will face you at the same time. Have you know what I said? 7 things are facing you at the same time. 7 things. You are facing this, you are facing this, you are facing this. Then when we finish facing the 7, you think I will get another day. Another one will show up. You now wonder, God, where will I have rest? But if you don't know how to manage difficulties, you will realize that all you are trying to do is to survive from one to the other. And your assignment in life is left unattended to. So difficulties try to stop you from getting to where you are going. Difficulties try to stop you and distract you from achieving what you are to achieve. And it is essential to grow. To grow. Why is it essential to grow? Difficulties will never cease. In fact, more difficult times are coming. The exam you did in primary 5, I didn't say primary 6 because some of you jumped. The exam you did in primary 5 and the one you did in GS2, which one was more difficult? Talk to me now. Which one? GS2. The one you did in GSS2 and the one you did in SS2, they are both 2s now. Which one was more difficult? Are they not both 2? Should they not be equal? One has a J. They have removed the J from the other one. The exams you did in SS2 and the exams you did in 200 level, which one was more difficult? Listen, the more you advance in life, the more the difficulties. And the difficulties you overcome determine the number of trophies you have. And you are celebrated for the trophies you have in your hand. So if you visit Lionel Messi or Ronaldo private house, you are going to see a place whereby they display all their laurels, all their Ballon d'Or, all their trophies, all their medals. Everything is there. And you give them respect as far as football is concerned. Why? They have trophies to show for it. But there are some that have been running on the field for 90 minutes every week, nothing to show for it. Somebody say, God forbid. I will not run through the duration of life without anything to show for it. You must have something to show for it. But what you are going to show for it is determined by how many difficulties you pass through. Difficulties are like tournaments. They are like they have constant of you want to go and watch by 3 o'clock today. Those are difficulties. Without playing enough call, you can never win the trophy. Without even qualifying for the tournament, you can't win the trophy. So without being qualified, being assigned a difficulty, there is no trophy for you to win. So it's not about running away from difficulty, but learning how to manage them, maximize them, and overcome them. Turning them out for your own good. Grow. Grow. Pastor, please come. Bring that chair. Okay. Put it here. Put it in front. Now I want you to come from here and walk towards this chair. Okay? Walk towards this chair. See this. Now, pause. Get closer. Walk towards it. Walk towards it very well. You see, there was a time in your life that this chair was like Monte Kilimanjaro before you. I may not remember that time. This chair, you begin to cry. You cry, you shout that this chair must move. But as you began to grow in life, after a while, you could climb it. It was no longer Monte Kilimanjaro, but it was not an hill. But after a while, Pastor, what can you do now? Oh yeah, let me see you. Can you see the lot has changed? What growth? The difficulty remains the same, but growth will reduce the size before you. That's why you're growing life and overcoming life. The more you grow, the more some difficulty become biscuit bones in your mouth. You know biscuit bones? Even the one you had last Christmas. You know, there was a time in your life, after finishing all the flesh under your chicken, you return the bone. You can't do anything about it. If you try to bite it, it will look as if your teeth is about to fall off. So there was time like that. But after a while, you started chewing the hedges. For some of you now, if they give you chicken, they will not even know they gave you chicken. Because there will be nothing to suggest that you ever ate chicken. You will eat everything. Some don't even eat the meat first before the bone. They eat everything combined together. What's the difference? Growth. Growth will make what is mountain before some people to become a hill before you. And the more you grow, that hill will soon become a stone. That hill will soon become a stone. Now, to some people, it's still big because they refuse to grow. If you don't grow, those difficulties will always look big before you. Handling difficulties is tied to your growth. I repeat, a growing life is an overcoming life. Grow. Many things you are complaining about, some people are surviving it and thriving in it. Despite the fact that the economy has been changed, they have deregulated the dollar, they have removed subsidy, and there is trade that is going to be times 2 very soon. Do you know that some people have become richer in that period? Some people have built houses within that May 29 and now. They have built new houses. Is somebody with me? Some people have started new businesses between that May 29 and now. Are you not under the same times? But because they have grown, they are not complaining. Complaint is a sign that you are not growing. It is children that keep on whining and whining and whining. An adult does not whine. An adult goes to solve the problem. It is a child that cries because he's thirsty. But as an adult, you know where the water bottle is. You know where the water is. What do? You go get the water. You won't whine. You won't grumble. You won't complain. But growth. Growth. What is growth? Growth talks about increase, progression. To grow is to increase. To grow is to progress. So, what kind of growth do you need? What kind of increase and progress do you need to overcome the time? Number 1, increase in godliness. Increase in godliness. God had always been before the difficult times you are talking about. During the difficult times you are complaining of, God is there. Even after that time, God will still be there, telling you that God will always survive every time. So if God will survive every time, what is your best bet? Attach yourself to somebody that will survive automatically. Be an attaché to God. Godliness is you attaching yourself to God. So that as God is surviving the time, you also are surviving. Join yourself to God. Join yourself to God. Godliness is you becoming like God. How do you become like God? Your devotional life must increase. If you want to increase godliness, you must devote yourself more to God. You must spend more time with God. In prayers, in study, in fellowship. You must spend more time with God. Increase your godliness and you will grow. Psalms number 84 verse 7. It says, blessed are they that appear in Zion, for they shall go from strength to strength. Their appearance in Zion make them go from where? From strength to strength. When you appear before God, you grow in strength. And the more you grow in strength, the more you can just do like this and just bypass the difficulty. It was a mountain, it's reduced to a hill. It becomes a stone. How do you pass a stone? Do you even notice you are passing a stone? There are people who are smiling in this time you call difficult times. There are people who are smiling because they have learned to grow. Grow. Increase your godliness. Daniel chapter 11 verse 32. He said, they that know the Lord their God, they shall be strong. And this is what else? Is that not so? They shall be what? Am I speaking to what else, member? Those that know the Lord their God, they shall be what? And they shall do exploit. Exploit is overcoming difficulties. Your knowledge of God, when you know God, what will happen when you know God? When you are godly? Godliness makes the presence of God to go with you everywhere you are going. When you have the presence of God before you, the difficulties will melt before the presence of God. The Bible says, even the mountains, they flee. The mountains, they flee. The waters, they parted at the voice of God. So when that God is accompanying you anywhere you are going, what happens to you? Every other difficulty, they give way. Why? You are carrying the presence of God. Godliness makes you to enjoy God's instruction. Every difficulty requires a secret to overcome them. When you are living, when you are increasing your godliness, the instructions of God to your life will increase. And when the instructions of God to your life increases, you have a way out. You know what to do. You suddenly have an idea. You are suddenly creative. You know what to do. You know what steps to take. Why? Godliness brings instructions. Godliness makes the power of God available to you. There are some things you cannot handle by yourself, spiritual forces. Every spiritual force that makes things difficult for you. Because you are godly, the power of God is made available to you and it handles them on your behalf. The power of God goes hand in hand. You cannot joke with your godliness if indeed you want to survive difficult times. So number one way of going, I say what? Increase your what? Godliness. Number two, increase your reach. Increase your reach. Increase your network. Have people everywhere. Have people everywhere. Proverbs chapter 18 verse 24. He said, he that will have a friend must first show himself friendly. And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. There have a friend everywhere who can speak on your behalf. Have a friend everywhere who can act on your behalf. Have a friend everywhere who can take steps in your benefits. How do you do that? First, you must show yourself friendly. 2 Samuel chapter 15. Absalom revolted against his father. And David was on the run. He was on the run. Then the Bible said in verse 32, it discovered that Ushiah was there with the Archite, was waiting for him. And Ushiah said, I will follow you, my master. I'm loyal always. And David looked at him and said, Ushiah, my friend. He said, you will be a burden to me if you follow me. Why don't you go back to the palace so that you might counter the counsel of Ahithophel before my son Absalom? Chapter 16. Ushiah was there. And Absalom asked, what are you doing here? Are you not supposed to follow your friend? Hey, David. He said, no. What will I be doing there? I am for anybody God put on the throne. It is I'm for you. He said, I'm for anybody that God put. You must learn how to talk without lying. I am for anybody God has put on the throne. So if you are the one God has put on the throne, no problem. I am here. But he knows the person God has put on the throne. And Absalom was lost. He took Ushiah as one of his advisors. He was a friend. Listen, though the difficulty was started by Absalom against David, the difficulty was coming from there. Yet David had a reach, had a network inside the camp of his enemy. He had a network inside the camp of the opposition. So whatever they are doing, he knows what they are doing. And in chapter 17, verse 15, there, Ahithophel started from chapter 1. He counseled Absalom. He said, Absalom, let us pursue your father. Let's pursue him. In fact, give me 12,000 men. And I will pursue. And we will pursue and pursue. We will catch up with him. And I will kill only him. We won't kill everybody. We will kill only him. And hey, Absalom said, that's good. But he now has. He said, Ushiah, come, what do you have to say about this? Ushiah said, this time around, my lord, the counsel of Ahithophel is foolish. Listen, the people you have in the system will speak on your behalf. Imagine you have somebody who likes you, who is your person in the Senate. Whatever decision they are going to take about your department, the person will have you in mind and be making sure he argues in your defense. And they will say, Professor, look, you are not in biochemistry department. Why are you not speaking on behalf of biochemistry? He has a nephew. He has a ward who is a guidance to who is in that department. And you know whatever decision they are going to take, we affect that boy. So he'll be speaking on your behalf. Have a reach everywhere. Make friends. And Ushiah told the king, he said, you know they are on the run now. They are hungry. David and his men are angry. If they meet anybody now, they will kill the person. And your men are not much now. He said, why don't you call your men from Dan to Beersheba and let us gather them together? Send for your men and build a mighty team. Then after that, we will go after him. He was buying time for David. And everybody said, wow, what Ushiah said is good. It is what we are going to do. And then verse 15, the Bible says, Ushiah sent to David Zadok the priest and after, and he gave them the secret of what was happening. So tell my master to keep running. I bought more time to run. Have rich, have friends in places that matters. God brings friends your way, but oftentimes you shut the door against your friends. Listen, the fact that I'm not going to marry you doesn't mean I tell you a capital no and I push you out of my life. Many helpers have been sent your way, but because they came on the platform of marriage, you shut them out. They are to help people, not necessarily the platform of marriage. You shut them out of your life. There are many people around you. Check it. How many friends have you lost? These are helpers that should matter to you in the nearest future. Listen, these people will soon be in Abuja. They will be in Asoro. They will be in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They will be in the Ministry of Trade and Investment. And you will have a reason to go there. A phone call will save you the stress of queuing at the ministry for 10 days. A phone call. A phone call. Let me ask you, can you track your friends? Your friends in secondary school, your friend in tertiary institution, can you track where they are? You will be shocked where many of them are now. You will be shocked. But you have not maintained friendship. You have lost friendship. These are the reach you should maintain. People that overcome difficulties, they grow their reach. So that when they need something there, somebody will carry it for them. When they need something there, have hands everywhere. Raise up your hands. Let me see your hands. How many places can these your hands touch at the same time? Have hands everywhere working on your behalf. Hands that can move things on your behalf. Reach out to people. Be friendly. Beg somebody. Be friendly. So brother is greeting you and you are frowning. Yes? What? Life is more than marriage. Stop thinking everybody wants to propose to you. Somebody complimented your dressing. And you are saying, what is the next thing? Who told you that is the next thing? Be friendly. Stop stunning people. Stop snubbing people. There are helpers in ordinary clothes. Helpers don't even appear big. They appear simple and ordinary around you. He said, in so doing, in entertaining visitors, many of you have entertained angels without knowing. There are angels that look like human beings. Your helpers will not carry helpers on their head. They will look like you. But when you are rude to people, you went to buy something somewhere, and then you are rude to them, you don't know if that person you are talking with can help you in life. You don't know where you are going to meet. You don't know what they have to offer you. There is no need to be rude. Reach out to people. He who wants a friend must first show himself to be friendly. Ask the person around you, are you friendly? You see, you are asking the question, you cannot even smile. And you are saying that you cannot even smile. Are you friendly? Tell the person, have you seen me since morning? So you can't compliment anything. You can't say anything you are going to compliment. You can't see one thing you can compliment. A friendly person compliments others. A friendly person encourages others. A friendly person gives others a smile. Listen, reach out to people everywhere you are. Don't let your friends and say, all of them can never be useful to me. They are useless. It's a lie. You don't know what will happen in the next 15 years. You don't know where they will be. You don't know what will have happened to their life. When life finishes happening to some people, you will wish you have made them closer when you are younger. Reach. Grow your reach. Do you know people? Are not the people you know, are they only in Ibadan? Yeah, Ibadan. That's all. Reach. Do your hand like this. Reach. Know people. Ask about people welfare. Be close to people. Don't allow your friends to reduce. You might not be close, intimate friends with everybody. But on the general note, have as many friends as you can on the surface level. How do you ensure you keep friends? You might not be able to maintain contact with everybody continuously. It's not possible. It's not possible. In fact, you'll not be able to do it in life. You know how many people you have met in life? How many people was in your primary school? The first church you went to, you know how many people were there? Your secondary school, the first place you live, then you're ready to move to another place. You know how many neighbors you have? If you are to maintain contact with them, you will not even eat. You won't be able to do anything in life. But how do you retain friendship? Leave everybody on a good note. Let's make sure the last time you had contact with anybody, it was on a good note. Never allow offense, bitterness, disagreement, quarrels to be the last thing in your relationship with somebody. Go back and rectify it quickly. So that the next time that person remembers you or come in contact with him or see you, what you remember in your CV will be the last thing you have. Have a good CV in the heart of people concerning you. Reconcile on time. If there are places you have, go back and apologize. I just came to apologize to that time or that time. Are we good now? Yes, we are good. We are we. High five. It's not. If you are sure it's not, let's go and take a drink together. We take a drink together and you go your way. You are sure if you remember that person 10 years time, that person 10 years time, it will be on a good note. That person will not remember the quarrel. That person will remember the drink. If your friends remember you or suddenly come across now, what are they going to remember about you? What will they remember? That school mother that beat hell out of me. Is that the last thing they remember about you? If you have a school daughter like that, go and look for a company. Grow your reach. Don't lose friends again. But because you can't contact everybody regularly, make sure the last thing they remember about you will be a good thing. It will be a good thing. If the last thing that happened between you and that person was smooching and fondling, call the person and tell the person, I have met Christ. My life has changed. Hope you have met Christ. It's good to be seen too. Don't touch, don't kiss, nothing again. No. When the person remember you again, the person will not remember you how you smooch in time. He will not remember the dark corner you smooching. He will remember your last talk about how to walk in God. That's what the person will remember. Go and change the last thing people remember about you. Growing your reach is intentional. It doesn't happen by chance. To keep friends is intentional. If you are not deliberate about keeping your friends, you will lose friends. If you are not deliberate, you will lose friends. So I told you, growth is to increase. Increase in godliness, increase in your reach, increase in your output. Increase in your output. Increase in your output. When you have more, you will smile at the economy. When you have more, you will smile at the economy. You are frowning at the economy because you don't have enough. When you have more, you will smile at the time. You will look at the budget and you will still smile. And you will say, anyhow, I will still thrive in this nation. When you have more, increase your output. But how does output increase? Output increase by increasing your inputs. Because outputs are actually processed inputs over time. Outputs are processed inputs over time. Three things: process, inputs, time. If you combine the three together, you have an output. So if you want to increase your output, what should you increase first? Increase your inputs. You want to be financially buoyant? Increase your seed. Give more. Give, and it shall be given unto you. He that sows sparingly shall harvest what? Sparingly. You want a big harvest, your input must increase. You must give more. You say, Lord, I don't want to end this year with the savings I ended last year with. What are you going to increase first? You increase your offering. Be more faithful with your tithes. If possible, take your tithe away from 10%, take it to 11%. Increase your inputs. Increase your service. Your service is input. Your hard work is input. Work harder. You are not working hard and you want to increase in output. It's not possible. You rather steal. Work harder. Work harder. And I say the process of over time. Time. Invest more time. Invest more time. Listen, everybody has enough time. It is our appropriation of time that is wrong. Everybody has enough time. It is our appropriation of time that is wrong. You need to divert more time from your leisure and divert it to things that will make you better in life. So instead of chatting with your friend for 1 hour in the night, use 10 minutes to chat. Use 15 minutes to read a book. Time is going to take more time from you. Hard work. The hand of the diligent bear rule. Hard workers are so rich. Lazy people are so poor. Proverbs chapter 10 verse 4. You must work hard. You must sow more. You must labor more. Because when your output increase, you overcome difficulty. The day you say you don't have enough, you have more than enough. You are buying a robe in choir, but because your output has increased, what will you say? You won't be complaining when you see your pastor again come and say, we have to buy another robe, and you already say what to do. So when pastor comes and said, next week we are going for the next screen, you will say, preach it, pastor. You will not put your head down like this. It is not a difficulty for you because your output has increased. But when your output has not increased in your bank account and in your pocket and in your bags, when pastor says, so who are going to go donate for the screen and the AC? What will you say? Pastor, we just finished one last week. You are complaining because your output is not growing. You are doing one business, add another business. Every business has a complementary business. Is somebody with me? Every business has what? Has a complementary business. Making of hair, pedicure and manicure is a complementary business. You must see every skill, every business you have, add something complementary to do it. If you can't do it, get somebody who can do it and be sharing the commission. You use my space and we share the commission together. All I need is 10 to 10 for you. Increase your output. Not only do you increase your godliness, not only do you increase your reach, not only do you increase your output, you must increase your worth. You must increase your worth. So I'm not asking you to grow quantity alone, grow quality. Increase your worth. If you are going to survive the times we have and the times that will yet still come, you must increase your worth. Dust up your CV and improve your CV. Improve your CV. Add something to your CV. Add more certificate. Add more skills. Add more knowledge. Your worth must increase. Don't stay where you are. Listen, there are spaces, but the spaces are only available for those who have what they need. There are spaces, but they are only available for those who have what is needed. You don't have what is needed, they say there is no job. There are jobs. It is you that don't have what is required. Stop talking. See, unemployment, when I understood unemployment very well, I realized there is nothing actually called unemployment. There is actually called unemployment. It is you who is claiming unemployment in the country that is actually not qualified. There are spaces. There are spaces. Step up your CV. Your life will step up. Enough of applying and do fasting and prayer so that they will shortlist you. Shortlisting you will be easier if what you are submitting your CV is rich enough. Those who are getting big jobs, they are not fasting and prayer, and they are not doing fasting and prayer to get shortlisted. It's not, they don't even know God. They know club. They know club. They are getting promotion. They know club, not God. Why? Because something is happening to their CV. He's rich. He's rich. I don't know if I shared this other before. I met someone that was talking to one of our colleagues that the person came back for another degree. And I wonder, that one, am I hearing you? I say, yes. You should know the manager. It's a manager, top manager, official car, official everything, official driver, everything official. But she went back to school. She said she realized that if she wants something more than what she has now, she needs to have something to her CV. And that thing is not even just ordinary certificate. It must be a university degree. And she said, so the driver will bring her on Friday. She will lodge in the hotel. Driver find a place to lodge. She will attend classes Friday evening, Saturday, and after Saturday afternoon, driver take me back to Lagos. For some of you, when they give you official car, official driver, official everything, you think you have arrived. You will now tell yourself, rejoice, oh my soul. Somebody point your hand up. There are 6 spaces up there. I will get my own space. Your spaces are waiting for you, but you need to be qualified for those spaces. They are not looking for mere men. When the king, Nebuchadnezzar, was going to get men who are going to be taught about governance, about politics, about how administration will work in his kingdom, he said, look for men. And the qualification he was looking for was high. He said, men who are apt in learning. Men who understand sciences. Don't tell me you are an art student. Understand science. Is someone listening to me? Pastor Shengbo. We read here on Thursday. What King Solomon knew. Is that not so? King Solomon knew biology. He knew zoology. Enough of being one area person. You might not study everything, but know about as much as you can know. You don't know what will give you an edge. They might ask you a question at the interview that has nothing to do with the job. And if you have the answer, imagine the person interviewing you is a sports fan. And they are interviewing you. There's some serious interview. They interview 4 people together. They don't say one after one. They put all of them together. They are asking you questions. And they are saying, I did one person. And all of you disqualified. And the person just said, Nigeria is playing today. What time? And they begin to wonder. I came for the job of business development manager, not the job of sports development manager. How are you asking me what time? The person that has the time and quickly say 3 p.m. They say against who? And is able to answer. Equatorial Guinea. Okay. Have they replaced that injured guy in Didi? And the website, who did you replace him? You have the job already. Because that man already sees somebody he can be conversing with when to get the job. All these ones are boring to him. You are the one that is exciting. Listen, you don't know what. Get information. That's my summary. Increase your words. Add skills. Enough of the degree and certificates you are carrying. Have an hand skill. What can you do extra? Increase your words. You can play keyboard, add guitar, add saxophone, add drums. You are saying, me alone. Listen, you don't know what they are going to need in that church in USA. They might not need a keyboardist or a guitarist. They might need a drummer. And they will come and worship with us. And I told you, your helpers don't look extraordinary. They look ordinary. They will just come to you like a first timer. They will just sit and see that man on the keyboard. They saw you play guitar before. Then they want to come and ask, do you also play drum? Because they are looking for a one man that can play all instruments for them in their church in the US. And they say, I can do it, but I can't play drum. You are disqualified. You don't know the day your opportunity will knock, so always be prepared. The best time to prepare for your opportunity is now. Go and prepare now. Stop procrastinating the day you will learn that skill. Ask the person beside you, tell me 5 skills you are going to learn or you are learning. Don't show me your hand. Don't show me your masters. Show me your skill. Show me your skill. Show me your skill. Ask somebody, show me your skill. Improve your words. Do you take announcements? Improve the way you take announcements. Do you lead prayers? Improve the way you lead prayers. If 20 people were sleeping last week when you were leading prayer, by the time we get to this week, it should be less than 20. But if you now have 24 people sleeping, your prayer leading has not improved. You should begin to reduce till a day nobody can sleep under your prayer meeting. Then you know you are improving. But you don't settle there. Then you now tell yourself, nobody's sleeping. Now I want to start leading prayers. I'm leading prayer. People will pack their cars on the road and start coming. That's improvement. Improve your words. Do you sing? Improve the way you sing. Do you take offering? Improve. Improve in your service in God's house. Improve. Improve your words. When you improve and increase your words, you are growing. And it is a growing life that will overcome difficulties. Increase your temperance. Increase your temperance. Difficult times comes with pressure. And when pressure increases, temperature also rises. Temperance is ability to be able to keep your own temperature in control despite the temperature in the environment. Temperance. To keep your temperature low despite the rising temperature in your surroundings. That's temperance. So I'm not going to give you a theological definition. I'm giving you a wee definition. Difficult times increase pressure. And when pressure increases, temperature will go up. But temperance is your ability to manage that temperature. So that temperature is going on outside, it won't go on in your life. The difficult time is bringing increased temperature. And everybody is getting agitated. You must increase your temperance to be able to survive these times. James chapter 1 verse 2. James said, count it all joy when you are faced with tribulation, when you are faced with persecution, when you are faced with all kinds of trials. For in it, your temperance, your patience have an opportunity of growing. Verse 4, and when it has grown, you will develop in character, lacking nothing, needing nothing, lacking nothing, nothing missing. You will have everything in complete, including your victory over the difficult times. What you need is temperance. You must have that inner strength to be able to survive these times. Proverbs 24:10 said, if your strength fails in the days of adversity, the days of adversity are difficult times. If your strength fails in these days of adversity, then your strength is small. How do you build temperance? You must build insulators inside of you. Insulators. When I told you must know science. And you must know heart. Listen, you must know everything about humans. You must be vast in all learnings. In fact, you should know about law. But because you are claiming I'm a science person, not an art, not a commercial, not a law person, I'm a science, you are claiming that's why they are cheating. You don't know your rights. There are basic things you should know, basic rights. Sir, there are basic human rights, fundamental rights, Abi? For women. Then there are fundamental rights for you as a citizen of the nation. But if you don't know them, they will cheat you. Do you know your rights? That is why your neighbor is cheating you, because you don't know your rights. You don't know your right about property, where your own property reach. You don't know. So your neighbor is cheating you and you are crying in silence. And again, in this difficult time, knowing your rights will help you to overcome that difficulty. So I said to you, grow temperance. Increase your temperance. Build insulators. How do men build insulators? You ought to build insulator inside you at the trying times you are going through. Difficulties itself build insulation inside of you. Difficulties build insulation inside of you. Do you know the science of vaccination? Do you know the science of vaccination? What they do in vaccination is, what is killing people? So they try to harvest either virus, germ, or what's the third one? Is it fungi? Whatever it is. They try to harvest that organism, whichever family it belongs to, that is causing it. They harvest it. Then they extract it from it. And they inject it in the human being. What you are running for that is killing people is what they put inside of you. So when you went for smallpox vaccination, what they actually put in your body is smallpox itself. So when there was COVID, and people were trying to go for what they were putting in people itself is what? Is COVID. You don't get it. The science of vaccination, what is killing people, put it in people in a control, so that the body, under a controlled environment, the body can grow and adapt to it. So when the body have adapted to it, if it comes from outside, the body know, you are not a newcomer, we are used to you, we know how to handle you. So some of you, that is why your rats are not dying by the normal poison again. They don't die by the normal poison again. You spray insecticide, so mosquitoes don't die. If you are still using the insecticide they used in 1990, even if you want to use in 2015, if you are using that same one now, it will not work. Because they are doing meeting. They are planning. Do you know how they got to that stage? One of them was sprayed and survived. Do you get it? One of them was sprayed. One way or the other, he survived. When they survive, when it's reproducing, it's going to pass on what he inhaled into the next one. It becomes an immunity. That's vaccination. A rat ate a poison, and one way or the other, he survived. Do you get it? One way or the other, he survived. Now, the product that will come from that rat, they have grown odechi to that kind of poison. They have vaccinated themselves unknowingly. So, they don't go to the lab. Are you getting it? But by natural law, they have been vaccinated. Likewise, you build temperance. The insulation you need inside of you against the external pressure and temperature. You build it how? By passing through difficult times. Difficult times on their own, they are coming to your life to build strength inside of you. So what you are running for is going to listen. Paul said, I have learned how to abase and how to abound. How did he learn how to abase? There were days he didn't have food. You see, you will never know how to survive when there is no money until you don't have money. You think you know, it's only theory. You will never know how to survive when you don't have food for 3 days. You will never know. It takes you to go through the process to now realize that indeed, man shall not live by bread alone. There are things that come to your life to build inner strength in you. You say, why do I need that inner strength? You know, sometimes out of the comfort you have received, you will comfort others. The wisdom you gain from those experiences is what are going to help others with in their own times. Difficult times will insulate you if you maximize it well. He said, don't run away from them. Do not be sad. Stop crying about the difficult times. They are building something inside of you. The difficult times in Nigeria is making many of you to be creative. After 2 years, no job. Nobody will teach you. You will sit down one day and you have a dream. The dream will not come. You go and beg the dream to come. Joseph was waiting for a dream. No, in Nigeria today, you don't have to wait for a dream. You will sleep like this and you will bring it. You see, when hunger, when lack, when shame, the landlord is knocking on your door, everything is eating you. You will sleep, you have dream. You will give idea. It will come. But people who are living in comfort, that even if they don't work, that government is feeding them, they can't think of ideas. They can't be innovative. Innovation will come because some of you just wake up one day and say, "Oh, mom, let me go and learn job," or even if it's shoemaking. Because something tells you if you continue like this, difficult time is to build insulation in you. How much are you insulated? That is what gives you temperance. You are under control. Though the times are hard, you are under control. What have you not done before? What have you not gone through before? We have gone through these times before, and we have passed it. So Paul said he's not afraid of hunger. He said, I have learned how to avail. And he's not afraid of money. He has learned how to abound. Number 5, I finish here. Not only should we increase, what's number 1? Increase in what? Godliness. What's number 2? You're rich. Number 3, increase in your output. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6, increase in hope. Increase in hope. You must learn how to increase in your hope. Your hope must increase. It is only the hopeful that can see tomorrow. It is only the hopeful that can enjoy the riches of the land. It is only those who are hopeful that can enter their rest. But when you are not hopeful, you will give up before the time comes. Many people are planning suicide. Many people are giving up. Many people are doing jackpot by force. God is not sending them, they are sending themselves. They are not waiting for God's call, they are calling themselves. And when pastors say, did you actually hear from God that they should go to them, they should leave Nigeria? They say, at 2:30 a.m., I woke up. I thought I was going to weep. But when I stood up, suddenly I heard a voice. My son, leave this Nigeria now. You may hear that, but it's not compulsory. It's God that told you. You know, when he woke up that night, there was no light, and he hit his leg against something. Something tells him, if you are in a better, if you're in another country, power will be there. You will hit your leg like this. This is God talking with you. It's time. It's time to go. So you start packing your papers and go. Now, the fact that your effort to leave the country successful doesn't mean God is behind it. Except the Lord build the house, those that build it. He didn't say they will not finish building. You can build without God. You will build, the house will stand. But he say it is in vain. In the other word, it does not count in your name before God. It doesn't count. So you build in vain. It doesn't mean you will not build. So don't judge and say, if it is God, it will work. If it is not God, it will not work. One of the prayers I'm praying for you that you will not waste money. So it will work now. So after all the efforts you have made, you should not work. I pray for you that you will not waste money. It should work. So don't live life by if it works, it is God. If it doesn't work, God is not in it. Don't live on trial and error. Don't live on guesses. Don't live. Hear God. So increase in hope. Don't give up. How do you increase your hope? Choose what you hear. Hear good things. Don't only hear about the bad side of this country. Hear about people who are making it in this country. Why is that true? There are people, the story you should be reading every day, are people who started their tech companies with little, and they have grown it into thousands of dollars. And then some foreign companies came, and they are buying them over with millions of dollars. Those are the stories you should read. Read the stories of people who are starting business and making something like that. Stop reading the news of in Nigeria. 5 million businesses were started last year. Only 100,000 businesses survived. Stop reading those kind of information. It will dampen your hope. It will kill your hope. But read the story of how I survived in Nigerian competitive markets. You say you are not buying petrol again. Some filling stations have closed their filling station. Some are still selling and they are selling more. See, don't look at the businesses that are not working. Look at the businesses that are working. Don't look at the lives that are not working. Look at the lives that are working. Set good example before your eyes. Let your hope increase. Psalms 84 verse 6. He said, even when they enter the valley of Baca, they shall turn it into refreshing pools. It was a valley, but to them it was a swimming pool. So they are not saying that our journey has been entered. No, it's an opportunity to swim and get refreshed. Hope will make you to turn every valley into a refreshing pool. It is hope. How do you get hope? Focus on the right things. Listen to correct stories. Listen to stories of people making it in this country. Don't just say that everything is bad. There are people making more money. And somebody tell you, people want to be selling food. You can never be a millionaire by food. There are several billionaires by selling food. I'm not talking about people that have restaurants, though. People selling under the bridge. Those are the stories we should go and look at. Go and study them. And find out, madam, this business, how long have you been doing? I've been doing it for the last 12 years. That boy, is it your child? It's my child now. The way the boy is talking is like his university. He said, yes. Mama, now from this business, you said that child goes to school. Then now, those are the kind of stories you need. More people that will tell you, we open since morning till closing, nobody touch our shop. Tell yourself, I know you're getting your story, don't tell me another one. You told me yesterday, don't tell me again another one. Listen to stories of people that are succeeding. So they come to you, they say, there are too many fashion designers, you cannot make it again. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. And don't price yourself low. So how much will you do this clothes? Shall I bring 1.5? What is that bring 1.5? At this level, somebody say I've stepped up. One what? 1.5. People pay 70K to sew. People put 300K to sew, and you're not collecting 1.5. You want to remain like that in life? You say they are the higher level. Go and study how they got to that high level. If it's to go for another catering school course for 6 months, go for it. I already saw somebody, a graduate, had masters, didn't get job, and started selling akara in Ibadan here. Was selling akara, masters. But he said, I went to school, so I won't sell akara like the people that didn't go to school. So he was packaging the akara in a way. Fresh akara, many pots on ground. Your akara is prepared while you are there, and it will take more than a minute. That tells that people are, you see, at the school you went to your skill. This one you'll be funny the thing like this. Nick frying. And he will package it. People were fraternizing him. Package it. He doesn't package in paper, plastic. Hot akara, everything. And people that were smart started bringing bread beside him so that their bread can sell. You are laughing. That is wisdom. Somebody is selling a car. Go and bring bread beside it. It's not complete. You go there. Somebody is like somebody is bringing bread. So what are you going to bring? Bring a cup. Some people like doing it the real way. Bring a cup. Bring it there. I don't know how to make. You don't need to know how to make a cup. Go to Ojaba, buy one basket. Take it beside the person. Alright? Be selling your car out. I will just give you this sponsor. I will sell you my own. So he's bringing the people. You are selling your own. So without marketing, you are selling. There are businesses you can do without marketing. Leverage on an existing market and stay beside them. In your own state, people will use soap. Are you with me? In your own state, people will do so. Just buy a pack of buy it, put it inside your room and write. You don't need to market more. Don't say anything. Just put a print. Where is it? Bro, they will help you do a design. Just put it there. Buy your soap, bathing soap, yeah. Then you now put on there. Buy three, get one free. Did they know how much you bought it? The money for the 4 you distribute on the 3. Buy 3, get 1. When they are telling you buy 2, get 1 free, you don't know what they have done. They have put the money, or they tell you 50% discount. It's a lie. The original price, not the original price. They have added the 50% back to it. They will not slash it, cancel. You now think you're buying 50%. Better go to market and go and do your sampling and shopping. Increase in hope. When you increase in these systems I've talked about, you will grow. And a growing life is an overcoming life. That is the wisdom to survive this time. People that are not growing will keep complaining. They will keep grumbling. They will keep listening. Your life is not based on what they do in Aso Rock. Hope you know. Your life will not depend on that. If they like, let them pass budget. If they like, let them not have budget. If they like, let them make $5,000. If they like, let them make $1. Listen, live your life in such a way that you are above them. You are above them. There are people in this country, if they cough, CBN, we have code. Stand up, just tell God, Lord, I receive wisdom to grow. Lord, I receive wisdom to grow. Lord, I receive wisdom to grow. I increase in godliness. I increase in my reach. I keep more friends. I increase in output. How do you increase in output? You increase your input. Hard work. You sow more seed. You devote more time. You sacrifice more. That's how to increase your output. I increase my worth. I increase my worth. I will not just rest where I am. My worth will increase. I increase in temperance. I will leverage on the difficult times to grow my temperance. I will grow my insulator inside of me. I increase in hope by focusing on the right people and the right news. Increase. Thank God for the song choir sang this morning. Your Redeemer liveth. That is enough to reassure you, to increase your hope. To increase your hope. If God is alive, then all these things will finally work well. It will work well. Have hope. Don't give up. Your hope must keep increasing. Things might not be working. Keep hoping. Keep hoping. Keep hoping. Keep hoping. As long as there is still life, there is still hope for a better day. Keep hoping. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I want you to look for somebody beside you and tell that person, increase in godliness. And tell that person, I'm going to pray for you. That indeed you will increase in godliness. It's not a difficult thing. Increasing your devotional life is increasing in godliness. That's it. So tell the person, are you ready to pray for me? Or are you trying to look for somebody who will pray for me? Hold that person by the two hands and begin to pray for that person. You will increase in godliness. 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 Are you praying for somebody this morning? You will increase in godliness. This year, you will increase in your devotion. You will look more like God. You will carry the presence of God. You will have more instructions to yield to. The power of God will be available to work on your behalf. Tell that person, thank you for praying for me. Tell that person, thank you for praying for me. I will go and look for somebody who will pray for me more. Now go and look for somebody who will pray for you more. Tell that person, I'm going to pray for you that you will increase in your reach. You will no longer be careless with friends. Now begin to pray for that person. You will no longer be careless with friends. Your reach will increase. Your reach will increase. You will have people who can help you out. People who can help you. One phone call, your problems are solved. One phone call, money arrives in your account. One phone call, they move things on your behalf. One phone call, your application goes through. Increase in your reach. Now tell that person, thank you for praying for me. I'm going to look for another person. I'm going to pray for you that you will increase in outreach. And that prayer is going to work by you becoming more sacrificial. You becoming more hardworking. Are you praying for that person? I pray that you will work harder. You will work harder. You will not be lazy. You will not be lazy. You will work harder. You will manage time well. You will manage your time well. You will work harder. You will manage your time well. You will work harder. You will manage your time well. In Jesus' name we are praying. Now tell that person, thank you for praying for me. I'm still looking for one person that will pray for me with the whole of his heart. Tell that person, you will not stay where you are. You will increase in your what? You will learn skills by force, by fire. You will go back to school and read more. You will go for more certifications. So tell that person, I pray for you intelligence and understanding. Intelligence, are you praying for that person? Intelligence and understanding. Intelligence and understanding. Mentally, you will be alert. You will be alert mentally. You will be alert to learn skills. You You will be alert to read. You will be alert to learn skills. You will be alert to read. You will improve your words. You will improve your words. You will not rest here. You will not rest here. You will improve your words. Hey. In Jesus' name we are praying. Now, out of the people that have prayed for you, look for the one you like their prayer most. And tell that person, I'm going to pray for you that you will increase in temperance. In other words, I'm going to ask God to cook you more. Hope you are going to like my prayer. It is more difficulties that will increase your temperance. So I'm going to ask God to cook you well. See, many people pass through the fire, but they are not well cooked. Difficult times come and leave them the same way. It doesn't build endurance and strength inside of them. But for you, as I pray that God will cook you well, every difficulty you are going through, you will begin to optimize them. And it will cook you and you become stronger. Do you like that one? Tell that person, I pray for you in the name of Jesus, you will be well cooked. Pray for that person. Pray for that person with passion. Pray with zeal. You will be well cooked. You will be well cooked. You will be well made. The strength of God will be well built. You will increase in temperance. You will increase in endurance. In Jesus' name we are praying. Leave all your friends, raise up your own hand to God and say, Lord, I increase in hope. I increase. As you help me to focus on the right examples, I focus on the right people. I focus on the right news. I focus on the right research. In the name of Jesus, I increase in hope. I increase in hope. I focus on the right things, the right people, the right information, the right examples, the right stories, good success stories, not stories of failure. I focus on success stories, not failure stories. I focus. I rise in hope. I rise in hope. I rise in hope. There is hope for me. Begin to declare about yourself. There is hope for me. Even in Nigeria, there is hope for me. In my school, there is hope for me. In Ibadan, there is hope for me. In my place of work, there is hope for me. There is hope. I have hope. There is hope. I shall be financially mighty. I shall be financially mighty. I shall be financially mighty. I shall get engaged. I shall get married. I shall have my children inside wedlock. I shall have good jobs. My businesses will grow. I have hope. My businesses will be great. My businesses will be great. What I'm selling will sell. My market will sell. My market will sell. My market will sell. I win more contracts. I gain more contracts. There will be more demand for me. There will be demand for my expertise. There will be demand for my grace. There will be demand for my skill. I am not staying here. I have hope for a brighter future. Things get better. Hey, I have hope for a better future. My future is bright. My future is better. My life gets better. I will have more and more. I will have more and more. I will have more and more. I will be greater in finances. I will be richer. I will be richer. I will be richer. I will not remain poor. I will not be poor. I am not signed for poverty. I sign for prosperity. I am not signing for poverty. I sign for prosperity. My story will be interesting. How I move from grass to grace. My story will be interesting. How I move from grass to grace. From grace to grace. Grace to grace. Grace to grace. Higher and higher. Better and brighter. Brighter and brighter. Hey!
This cornerstone, this solid ground, that through the face of drought and storm,
my tomorrow will be better than my today. My tomorrow will be better than today. My tomorrow will be better. The longer I live, the brighter I shine. The longer I live, the brighter I shine. Light are falling unto me in pleasant places. I have hope. I'm expectant of great things. I'm expectant of great things. I'm expectant of great things. Great houses, great cars, great employment, great travels, great job. I'm expectant of a good husband. I'm expectant of good children. I'm expectant of a good wife. I'm expectant of good results. I'm expectant. I'm expectant. I'm expectant. My hope increase. My hope increase. My hope increase. By the love of God, all shall be well. By the love of God, all shall be well. By the love of God, all shall be well. I have hope. I have hope. We said it last week. If he loves me, then I am more than conqueror. If he loves me, I am more than conqueror. If he loves me, I am more than conqueror. Nothing can separate me from the love of God. Not this lack, not this hunger, not nakedness, not suffering, not persecutions, not unemployment, not lack of admission. Nothing can separate me. And if you still love me, I am more than conqueror. I will conquer the times. I have hope.
Of God our Savior, all will be well. Free and changeless is His favor. Oh Lord, precious is the blood. Precious is the blood that saved us. Perfect is the grace that sealed us. Strongly and straight forth to shield us. All must be well.
We take it again.
Through the love of God. Through the love of God.
Sing the language you know.
All will be well. Free and changeless is His favor. Free and changeless is His favor. All must be well. Precious is the blood. Precious is the blood that saved us.
Our hope. Our hope is anchored in Christ. Christ in me, the hope of glory. Christ in me, the hope of glory. That's our hope.
For to shield us, all must be well.
Let's ask.
Though we pass through tribulations, ours is such a full salvation. Happy still in God. Happy still in God.
Our confidence is in God. Hey.
In Christ abiding, steadfast through the Spirit guiding, all must be well.
The next verse.
We expect a bright tomorrow. Hey, we expect a bright tomorrow.
We expect it. Hey.
We expect a bright tomorrow. Hey, we can see through days of sorrow. On our Father's love,
on our Father's love,
Jesus is supplying.
Jesus is supplying.
you living,
all in dying, all must be well.
I want you to hold somebody. We are taking this verse again one more time. Hold somebody and together you go and greet people. Tomorrow is brighter. Tomorrow is better. Go around and greet people. The two of you together. Hold somebody and be going together and greet people. Tomorrow is brighter. Tomorrow is brighter. Go around and greet them. What does that tomorrow look like? Look at it. There, he said, Jesus every need supplying. See, a day is coming soon. Everything you need will be handy. Everything you need will be within reach. Everything you need. He said, increase our greatness. Increase our greatness and cause the boats to fall within our camp. Everything will be your need.
We hope you've been greatly blessed. That which we have seen and heard, declare we unto you, that you also may have fellowship with us. And truly our fellowship is with the Father and with His Son, Jesus Christ.
Contact and follow us on all our social media handles
at MIV Word House. Stay strong, vigorous, and victorious.